Hi and welcome to my channel. Today I'd like to give a review on the Mercier Oil-Free Supreme Foundation. I wear it in a color Toffee Bronze. I've been wearing this product now for the past 2 weeks. I believe this product is for someone who has combination to oily skin. It leaves a matte finish, a semi-matte finish, probably like a satiny matte finish. If you apply like a setting powder or finishing powder on top of it, you can get a matte finish. I currently have it on now. I can do a close-up of what it looks like, but I love this foundation. I've been using it for a few days now. I've read the reviews on Sephora.com. I've read the reviews on Amazon.com, and I believe to each his own. There are various reasons and scenarios that affect how a foundation fits your skin. It can be, the type of skin you have, what you eat, the climate in which you work, the climate in which you live. The skin, just the skin texture. There's so many different things that can affect how a foundation fits your skin. And I think the biggest takeaway is, does it do what it says it's supposed to do? I wore it for the past, I'd say, few days, and it lasts anywhere from 8 to 10 hours without looking like I need to apply a fresh face. I would say by about 6 to 7 hours into it, my nose starts to get a bit dewy. I do have an oily T-zone. I do have an oily like cheeks right here can kind of dew up or kind of look oily. So I do have MAC blotted powder that I use, and I can't blame my oiliness on the product, and I can't expect a product to stop my skin from having its own natural reaction. But in terms of how long it can manage to keep me looking fresh is what I look for in a product. I was previously using Makeup Forever's Matte Velvet Plus. Holy grail. I love that product. That's one product that you don't need to necessarily have like a finishing or a setting powder on top of it, depending on your skin type and all the other factors that I mentioned. I've been using that product for about 3 years, and in the past few weeks I'd say it's not really holding up how it should. I'm not sure if my skin has acclimatized to it, or if there could just be something else going on with the formula or anything like that. I'm not sure, but sorry, I live beside a highway. But I decided that maybe I should give something else a try. With the Matte Velvet Plus, I had to use 2 different colors to match my skin tone. I was a color number 17 mainly, and I would mix about 2 to 3 drops, 1 to 2 drops of the 75 in it, depending on the time of year, mainly summertime. In the winter time, I could just use the number 70 by itself. The actual color match for the Laura Mercier was done by a Sephora representative using that the skin tone matching software that they have. My matching code is a 1Y12 for anybody who is interested. When I was using MAC, I'd say probably 4 years ago, I think I was at NW42 or 43. I honestly don't remember. But the skin matching software is the truth. They test your forehead, your cheek, and actually your neck, and I guess it does some sort of summarizing and tells you what colors fit you, and then you're able to, if you go online with your code, you're able to break it down to whether you want a cream based or a powder, or you want it to be oil free or natural or full or sheer or medium, and it will bring up all the specific foundations that they have. And Laura Mercier was one. The Lancome 24 Hour was another that came up as an option. There were a few others that came up as an option. The price ranges from anywhere between, I think, $20 to $40 something, $50. This was $40 something, but as I said before, I tend to have to use 2 different colors in the Matte Velvet Plus, which worked out to $70 because one of that baby was like $35. So to me, $45 for this, where it's just one color I need so far, is great. I use about 3 to 4 pumps to fill my face. I do have some acne scarring. I don't really have hyperpigmentation, but I do have acne scarring. So to cover the scarring, I'd say I'd prefer a full coverage because I don't use concealer. I prefer to just have one product on my face to cover the marks. So that's probably why I have to use that many pumps. If you want a sheer finish, I'm telling you, the sheer finish is gorgeous. I've tried it just to see how it would look. All you need is 1 to 2 pumps. Also, my face is relatively broad, This is like a full view of my face. I do have a little contouring going on, but yeah, my face is kind of broad. So from that perspective as well, I'd obviously use more product than somebody who has a smaller face or a slender face, than if your face is like my width. But again, I would recommend this product. I think this is a phenomenal product. It lasts for me up to about 8 to 12 hours. I probably had to blot it once, and that's just me being honest. Again, you may try have different factors that affect how it fits you, how it lasts for you throughout the day, and just be honest with yourself in terms of that. The pricing, again, that's relative. I'm going to just show you the consistency of it. So it's kind of creamy. So there's a dot. I'm using the $45 out of my product actually, but I think at least you get to see. So this is the consistency, and if I rub it out a little, as you can see, it is very blendable, very blendable. It's not sheer. You can see it looks like a medium coverage. If you added more onto this, you could probably get it to be a full coverage, which is what I did. It dries very quickly. I'd probably say within 10 to 20 seconds it will probably be dry, where if you try to move it, it will feel a bit sticky. But apart from that, it's easily blendable. I do have on like contour and highlighting and blush and everything, and it works quite fine. It doesn't look cakey. When I take pictures with a camera with flash, it looks flawless. There's no white film or anything like that. But I also do tone and use a primer on my skin, so that helps. I think a lot of times we just add something on, we don't moisturize or we don't tone or we don't do a lot of things, and then we expect that when we take a picture it's not going to pick up whatever is there. But I tried taking some pictures yesterday, the day before, since I did this face of makeup, and to me it's just flawless. Again, I haven't been using it for like years where I can say, oh my gosh, it's held up throughout winter and summer and spring and fall. But I think summer and winter times are the two main angry birds, for want of a better word. And if in summer, work, it held up fine. I don't think I've ever found a makeup that's not transferable. When I was using the Matte Plus, if I put on a top and it rubs, it's gonna rub. Same thing with this. So I put on a top, it's still gonna rub. If somebody can tell me of a makeup that is non-transferable, please let me know. I'd love to know. But that to me is not a big deal. I just put on my clothes before I put on my makeup. Or if I have on makeup, I try to wear something that is a button down where I won't get my makeup on, or I put a plastic bag over my face and then put on my top. But again, that's my review on the Laura Mercier Oil-Free Supreme Foundation. Love this. I would recommend this for women of color. It has a wide amount of ranges. Again, I would say I'm like caramel skin toned. I'm in the Lancome, I'm a Suede W, which is I think at number 460. In Benefits Hello Flawless, I'm Nutmeg, just to give you an idea of what complexion I am. And I think this is either the second or the third to last color, the Toffee Bronze. And then after that, I think they have like Rich Sienna or Rich Bronze. I honestly don't remember, but I do see it range from like really light to really dark. But I wouldn't say that they have like 15 colors or 20 colors. I think probably it's like 10 of them. But I think that they do have a good range of colors where you could fit in to one of those colors, and you won't need to wear like two different ones. So do yourself a favor, if you want to wear a product from Sephora. It says it's oil free, so I assume that it's non-comedogenic. By non-comedogenic, that means that it shouldn't clog your pores. But if you really want to find a proper color match with a product, I'd say try the Sephora software that they have. You might be pleasantly surprised. I was surprised that they didn't find a match for me in the Matte Velvet Plus, and that's understandable because I have to mix two colors to get my colors. It's now summertime. I've been on vacation to the Caribbean and I've gotten a slight tan, but pretty much this is what my complexion would look like. Maybe a little bit paler when the winter time comes, but again, that's because I'm not really in the sun either. I'm a Caribbean person. I'm from Jamaica, so I do have a naturally bronzed, tanned look. most of the time. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I'll gladly answer them. And thank you very much for watching and tuning in. Have a good night.